farmers, welcome back to Selendra. Just finishing up rolling the grass fields. The other one's done, and this one will be done here in just a moment or two. And then I do believe we are done with the month of July. Don't really have anything else to do. The production buildings, the animals are all taken care of. The fields are pretty much all set for now. And the grass fields will be all set when it's time to cut them in October. So they'll be good to go. I got all the logs that were in front of the sawmill put into the sawmill. A couple of issues there, trying to get the logs up and over the concrete wall. Most of them went over. I had a couple that refused to go over, but they're all in there now, and the sawmill should run at least for another month, maybe 2. So last episode, I tried doing some firewood with some success and some not so much success. Still made a little bit of money on it after leasing the firewood splitter. I may give it a go in the future again. I did a little bit more looking into the firewood splitter myself. And yeah, the reason why some of the wood was disappearing when I was splitting it is because if the diameter is too small and you're trying to split the log into multiple, well, more pieces of firewood than the log can produce, the wood will disappear. So you got to be kind of careful on that, I suppose. A very detailed firewood splitter. If I can get that thing to work like 90% of the time, that thing will make us a good amount of money for firewood. That's for darn sure. Alright, the grass fields are done and taken care of. Let's go ahead and fold those on up here. Put this away, and yeah, I want to skip through the month. A couple of things we want to see at midnight, because last episode I also upgraded the greenhouses to a level 2, so we're producing more strawberries currently. So that should help offset our loss at midnight for the loan interest that we have. And of course, production building and animal upkeep. Our horses are being trained with the horse helpers, so that's where a lot of the money goes, along with the loan interest. You know what? I think I'm actually going to leave the grain trailer right there, because I think in the morning, you know, I want to park this over here. I know the telehandler goes here, but telehandler's at the sawmill. In the morning of August, I do believe our sorghum will be ready for harvest, so we'll be taking care of that. Yeah, our lovely, lovely horses here, which, yeah, I don't know how they're doing on being mature. Yeah, they got a few more months to go. They're getting kind of low on some hay, so I may have to give them some hay in the morning. Straw, they're doing fine. We do have straw bales in storage. I could sell those in the winter or give one to the horses, so they're doing fine. The chickens, we just barely got them in the month. I know it's been now 2 episodes or 3 episodes in, but we still got them in this in-game month. And the sheep are doing more than fine. We're starting to pile up on the sheep. So, yeah, we're talking about you. Eventually, you'll be brought over to the horse training facility to be trained horses, and we'll be selling them. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to bed and see how we do money-wise. So, 39,200. Should I check the store? Because I am kind of, I don't know if I want to get into mulching on this series or not. But if one comes up for sale, maybe it'll be... That's a cultivator. I think I'd rather mulch. And that's way more expensive than a mulcher. This is 17,000 with a 30% discount. A brand new mulcher I can get a 3-meter wide one for like 9,000. So yeah, let's not go ahead down that path here. Let's go ahead and sleep. So I'm also going to keep the money as well. I'm not going to pay off a little bit of loan here and there. I want to keep the cash because I may need it depending on how we do overnight here. Did we gain or lose money? I'm thinking we're going to be losing some money. No, actually, our money went up. That is good. That is what we need. Now, the only thing that's going to happen is if I go into production buildings now. Well, let me check on the animals since we're on here. All right, they're doing fine. We actually got 1,300 liters of wool. That's good. Chickens are starting to make eggs. That's good. And, of course, the horses need hay. We'll take care of that. Yeah, on the production buildings, though, now that our greenhouses are doubled, they're going to go through their material a little bit quicker. We still got 8,000 liters of wood, so that didn't go through that much wood last night. How are we doing here? Solid fertilizer it needs. So solid fertilizer and seed needs to go into those. And we're doing okay here as well. So that's good. We actually made money overnight, which is perfect. I think the greenhouse will just keep right there. Of course, some could argue upgrade the greenhouses again because it's rather cheap. But I do have to fill it up with seed and fertilizer. Oh, is our sorghum ready? Our sorghum is ready. Perfect. So we got that to do. Let's go grab the telehandler. Oh, another thing I should check on. Ooh, let's get a 9R. Oh, that's way over 200 horsepower. Yeah, of course it is. And 9R would be just way too big in the series. Let's give our horses some hay. And in order to do that, at least over here, I do have hay back here, correct? We do. Let's pull out the combine. Get the header up off the ground. We'll leave that running because we're going to be using that very shortly on sorghum. So I think with the sorghum, yes, I can give it to the horses in that stable, but the chickens can also take sorghum. So may hang on to the sorghum and give the horses the oats that we have, and the sorghum can be just kept in stock in case we need it, which I'm sure we're going to at some point. Wow, so we actually made money overnight. That's really, really good. So I'm probably going to have to spend a lot of money, though, on seed and fertilizer for the greenhouses and stock those on up. And that way they can keep on making us money. Wasn't actually expecting to make like $2,000 overnight after all the payments. And the grass is growing. Of course, when February comes, we got the silage and most of the straw to sell. So that'll bring us in some money. And of course, when, is it March or May, we sell the fabric. And then of course, if we can hang on to the planks as well until the money's really good, get our bang for our buck, we'll be doing fantastic. How many liters is this? All right, so 9,000 liters. I don't want to put too much hay in there. So that's 5,000. So this might hold like 15,000. I think I can put this whole bale in there and we'll be okay. Luckily, I don't need a shredder, but if I needed a shredder, one shredder would do it all for the hay, the straw. Okay, so now how does that look? All right, that looks a little bit better. Of course, I could put more hay in there, but then again, they need base food as well. Their health is good. Yeah, we want them to hit puberty so they can go ahead and start reproduction. I think reproduction, though, isn't it 18 months for a horse to reproduce? Oh, wait. We're additionally requiring water. Animals that are healthy and older than 22 months can reproduce. So they got to be 22 months old. All right. The number in brackets referred to the effectiveness of the respected food. Yeah, okay. We got that part. All right. I mean, the horses are a slow process, and really the training facility is not going to make us a lot of money. At least I don't think so. Looking at some testing I did, and a video that I watched, yeah, they don't make that much money. But I just thought it would be fun to do some horses on this series because, you know, I don't think many people actually have horse stables on their farms. Put that down there. All right, let's go see how much sorghum we get. And then if I'm going to need the trailer or not. I may bring the trailer on over anyways and unload it, rather than bring it back in the combine. Part of me wants to ride in the road, but this road is, there's a bump here somewhere. There it is. Now we can kind of go into the road. All the fabric pile up. And as well, we got some honey over here. Whoops, I haven't got any signs yet that we don't have enough room for honey to spawn. Is it spawning a second one? Let me double check on this here. So that's 400 liters. I don't know what a standard pallet of honey is. And of course these are the beehives, but unless I get a symbol that says no more room for honey, I'll just leave it there. scooch on down through here. Got to be very careful with this header coming on down the road. It fits. Luckily, there's no traffic. Except for a tree. Oh yeah, I did all that research. I forgot to look for like a water pressure system to clean our vehicles and such. Alright, turn on the harvester and let's harvest our sorghum. No straw from this, but that's fine. And hopefully it yields really, really well. Because this is going to be needed for the chickens, I think, for another year. I think the oats that we have can be fine on the horses. I just don't know what the chickens are going to go through. And I'm thinking about merging this field that we're harvesting to the one on our right. And this one up here will stay separate. Well, up to 1,000 liters, so that's off to a decent start. I was actually thinking 6,000 liters off these two fields, but maybe you can get more than that. Because I'm only like halfway around the first headland, and we're at 1,500 liters, so that's a good start. Of course, we can always buy more fields if I got the money. So that field right there, right next to us, is ready for harvesting. The horse training facility we're not going to need for a while. So why not buy a field that's ready for harvest? Actually, the one across the way is ready for harvest as well. Maybe we'll have a look at buying some more land over here. I am running at 1 times the speed. Okay, just want to make sure. I don't want the farmers to go ahead and take care of their own fields yet today, because if I can buy them when they're ready for harvest, we can make some good gains on that. There's 3,000 liters. Yeah, so 6,000 probably not going to happen because the fields aren't as wide as... I thought it was going to be like 2 passes on both fields. So maybe 6,000 liters is a stretch. Now I'm just hoping for 4,000 liters. That looks like canola to our left. I don't know what... Is the other field canola as well? Canola is a crop that won't help us out with the animals, but I guess I could just sell it when the price is good. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get a little time to use that firewood splitter again over the weekend. I hope I can get some time to do so, because a little bit of that little bit of firewood that we made some pretty good money on it. Well, there is 4,200 liters of sorghum. All right, let's have a look at these fields here and what they're going to cost us. Let's see, farmland. Field 27 is the bigger of the two. That's 48,000. I don't have that. Field number 31 is 22,000. So that's not too bad. It's only going to take like half our cash. And of course, we do have a grass field here. That's 39,000. See what kind of condition this field is in. It's like about as good as mine are in. Not too bad. When is the best time to sell canola? Let's see here. Best time to sell is in November. So at about $700 per 1,000 liters, I'll probably get 3,000 liters off that field, maybe. Something like that, so I can get pretty close to $2 grand for it. That's not too bad. But it's too bad we can't afford the bigger field over here, but in due time, we will get there, I think. I think. Let's go ahead and, yep, we're going to bite the bullet, I think. And we're going to go ahead and buy that field for $22,392. All right, actually, let me go get... we'll actually grab the Fiat. Grab the grain trailer. Go unload the combine. And get to harvesting our new field. See, our Fiat's getting on the lower end of the fuel. I'm not going to worry about it too much as of yet. I mean, the fuel station's only right here. And it's a small map, so it's not like when I get low on fuel, it's like, oh no, can I make it to the fuel station? I should be able to. And that's where my spending kind of needs to stop for buying land, because I do need to top off those greenhouses. Well, when I say top off, I need to add more. I'm not going to top them off with fertilizer and seed. That's just going to be way too expensive, but yes, got to keep them running. I know some could argue I should be upgrading those greenhouses to get more profit, which would be nice. But right now I got to make sure as well that we have enough feed for our animals throughout the years, and I'm kind of skimming by, I think. I mean, the sheep we're going to be fine on. It's a matter of the chickens, you know, once they start multiplying, which is not going to be too far off. I got to keep up with them. And then, of course, the horses, they're not going to reproduce for a while, so we're fine on that front, I think. But now buying some more land here. I think that will do us just well. Nice of our farmers to get their field almost up to 100%. Can I do straw swath on canola on this map? No, I cannot. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I have any use for canola, and I do not. So this would go right into our silo and be sold in November. Pretty steep right here. That tree may have to go. or just not make the field go that much close up to the tree. Yeah, so I think we take this field here now and merge it to one to our left, and then the field in front of us, merge it to the previous field up over by the greenhouses. That'll give us 3 separate fields. We got the oat field over by the sheep that we harvested, and then we'll have 2 over here. Or let's get to the point where I can just make this maybe 1 field. Yeah, I'm just trying to think in my head how I want to do this. I mean, I like sorghum for the chickens and the horses, but I don't get no straw with it, and the straw would be nice just to get a little bit of extra added bonus after harvesting. Oats is what I need for the horses, and especially for the training facility. The training facility will not accept sorghum, so maybe just keep on doing some oats in one field and possibly wheat or barley in another. That way I can feed the chickens and the horses with that kind of crop. And of course I'll get straw off of all the fields, which we can sell. So we got some work to do in merging some fields here, I think. Got to take down some trees, merge them together. And I don't think any of the fields need to be plowed. Well, I guess a little bit better on this field here. I was hoping for 3,000 and we got 3,300. There is one little section up here that actually has some stones on it, even though I got stones turned off. I don't know if I paint the ground, will that disappear? Will the stones disappear? Because like on East Vineland, I know when you buy a field with stones in them, you got to plow the field and pick them up with stones. But since we got stones turned off, I'm not really sure I know how this is going to work here. I don't mind painting the field and have to replow it to create the field because, you know, that's fine. If I go to landscaping, if I go to smoothing, will that get rid of it? No. How about if I paint the ground? I know that's kind of weird because I'm doing concrete over it, but that will get rid of the stones. Alright, I got this gun back over here with the plow anyways to merge these fields together. I got a little bit of time to think if I want to merge this into all one field or keep them separate. And right now I'm leaning more towards this having all one field. Because what I would like to do in the future is, of course, buy this field here. And I'm not sure here how I want to do it. Maybe this field here. No, I think once I buy this field here, which has got sugar beet into it, then we can merge this field and have one big field here. And then merge the what is this, cotton over here with the grass field and that field. And have 2 separate fields. I think that sounds good. I think, yeah, once we get the sugar beet field, that'll line up with that one there. That'll look really, really good. All right, so I got a battle plan. I need to go in here, and I want to check on... So none of the fields I have need to be plowed, but we are going to plow this one over here because we got the concrete there. But we're going to merge fields 29, 28, and 27 and 26 and make that all one field. And I think we'll do like oats maybe this year over here, and then over here this year, maybe wheat or barley for the chickens. Sounds like a plan. Where's my combine? Way over here. All right, I'm going to drive the combine back first. We'll unload that and put that away. I need a pressure washer. I keep forgetting to check for a decent one for this map here. I keep checking on everything else. I keep forgetting about pressure washers. Combine's unloading the canola into the silo. Just noticed passing through the other field. I think that was a barley field right next to our greenhouses. That's got some stones in it as well, so I'll probably paint in that one. And then when we go over to merge the fields together, we'll take the plow and recreate the field. I don't know if that's going to require some lime when I do so, but if it does, it does. Not that big of an issue. I'd rather get rid of the stones. So we should be done harvesting for the year. I don't think I'll be buying any more land. Combine is all set. Let's go park that back into its, I was going to say temporary home, but luckily that just barely fits in there. Well, I should say I'm just lucky it fits in there, but it barely fits in. It's in there. Alright, there is the sorghum. And now here comes another expensive part of the day, which is buy some seed and some fertilizer. I'm probably going to go through just about all my cash, but now that I know we can actually make money overnight, I'm okay getting myself kind of on the low side. I was actually thinking about putting down a bulk silo so I can buy material in bulk. But right now I'll have to keep buying it in bags and then loading it to the trailer and bringing it on over. Let's go to here. Big bags are the way to go. And seed, $800 per. So if I buy 8 of those to start with, start filling those on up, and then I'll come back and buy fertilizer, which is way more expensive. But at least if I keep those greenhouses going, we'll slowly make a profit from it. Let's see, what are you going to fill with? Alright, you're filling up with seed. That's good. Alright, just checking the ratio here. One of these greenhouses has 6,000 liters of seed, and the other ones only have 2. That one has 2, so this one must be the one with 6. Alright, so I think I'll split up the first 3 greenhouses. So that would be like, well, more than that. Somewhere around there. Just a little over 2,500 per. Can't get it too accurate, but one of these days, this farm will be doing so well we can top them off, not have to worry about it too much. Alright, so they're good on seed for a while, but now comes the expensive part. And solid fertilizer. I don't know what the difference is between these two bags other than the brands. So I've been buying this brand here. And, well, I can't buy too many of them. Can I buy... I can't buy 8 of them. Let's buy 6 of them. Leaves me with little money left in the bank account. But it is what it is. I may have to start selling some planks from the sawmill again. Or if we really need cash, we got fabric piling up at the spinnery, but the price is starting to be... Actually, how is the price at the spinnery? Because I probably going to have to figure this out here. Yeah, we're getting to the terrible times of the year. So the low price is $23.19, and the price is getting down there. And the best price is, we'll say, $3,900 in April. So hopefully we can get by in these months. I mean, the pigs, yeah, the pigs, wrong series. The chickens are making some eggs. So, you know, maybe we can make a little bit of money on them and wait until next year and then sell the fabric and then replant our fields. Maybe. One step at a time. Alright, so checking on for solid fertilizer. If I put 2,000 liters in each one that I need to, will be good. I just got to skip the third one because that's the one that has the high amount of fertilizer in it. Skip this one here. And that should look a little bit better. So solid fertilizer, 3,100. That's got 4,000. That's got 4,000. So overall, not too bad. I do have a bag of fertilizer left back at the store, but I'm going to try to use that on some of our farmland. But another thing I'm going to do on the way back for the store is I'm going to go get our tree mulcher, so we can go ahead and start taking care of some stumps. Get that out of the store for them. And I think we'll head on down to where we're going to put the training facility and take care of those stumps. Silage Pit is making a good parking spot for our bigger equipment for now. All the trees in my way, but alright, we're out. Let's go ahead and take care of some of these tree stumps. Also need to take care of the tree stumps that are over in that general area as well. So I can go ahead and start replanting some trees so they can grow. And that way we won't run out of trees near the sawmill. But eventually I'm going to have to think of an idea, because I said, yeah, let's put the training facility down here. But then I got the field here. I'm going to have to make a path going to the training facility to take care of our horses. Alright, I know I got to put pipe out, even though the pipe is not really there. At least I do know. Yeah, I'm waiting for the pipe to unfold. Just can't see it. There we go. At least we do know that I can unload the wood chips out of this into a trailer. Kind of forgot how many trees I cut in here. It's going to be hard to see them all. I don't appear to be collecting any wood chips from the stumps, which is kind of weird. I think that is it. I know there was a couple of small trees that disappeared when I cut them, but I don't see any stumps currently. And we can see the eggs that the chickens are producing. Just because I am curious here, I'm going to turn on this wood chipper. This little tree will probably disappear if I cut it with a chainsaw anyways. You know what? I may actually have bought the wood chipper with no capacity on it. That's probably why. Alright, not that big of a deal. So I think when I originally bought it, I said, well, without the pipe, which cost $100,000, I didn't think I was going to have a way to get the wood chips out of it, so I didn't want to have wood chips in here. And then it'd say, no, you can't use the wood chipper because it's full. So I think when we bought it, because it was on the used section, I made it so it had no capacity. So that's why I'm not getting any wood chips. Wood chips are just being deleted. Not that I care that much about wood chips, but wood chips do bring in some money, right? So, and since we're down below $2,000, that would be kind of nice to have a little bit of income. I think in the future what I'm going to have to do is cut the trees a little bit higher so the stumps are more prominent, because it's kind of hard to see them all. And not get that whole tree stump. There's a little piece there, I can see it. I'm actually stuck on it now. Oh, there it was. There, I think it's all gone. It's that little piece of the pie of the wood that you get when you cut a tree down. Actually, how much is a pallet of trees? Because it's been so long since I bought some. $1,000 for 20. $7,000 for 240 or 250. What is it? 240. I mean, I would like to buy more of them, because I don't think 20 trees is quite a bit, but one step at a time, I think. Am I stuck on? A little piece there. As long as it's not going to bother. Actually, is it a piece of wood or is it a flower I'm trying to get? It's a flower. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take care of the rest of the stumps. I'll have to go around and look for them carefully. Got to be careful I don't take care of our logs. But now that we starting to own a whole bunch of property over here. But if we come over to here, I did notice, yeah, see, we got some stones in this field here. So I may have to paint like the entire field and then remake the field. And I wonder if there's stones. I'm not seeing any in the... This field had sorghum into it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any currently, but it's kind of hard to tell. What about this one here? I don't think so, because these fields we bought and they didn't have, and we planted them ourselves. This field we bought, as just bought now, so any stones I do see, I'll have to paint them. But I think the 2 sorghum fields that we have didn't have stones in them. But this field we bought this year, and yep, there you can see at a better angle, they got some stones here. So we'll have to paint those, bring our plow over, and merge all these fields together. We'll have to take out a couple of trees. That tree's going to have to go. And that tree's going to have to go. So I only got 2 trees over here, so I don't know, maybe bring the chainsaw over and cut them up little by little, or I could just bring our wood chipper over and delete them completely. Although if I do that, I won't get no wood chips and no money from them. At least if I cut them down and bring the trail over and make them small enough, which would be a lot of work, just using a chainsaw and cutting them small enough pieces so I can pick them up, put them in the trailer, and bring them into the sawmill. So we'll have to see. But we got some more land, and we got our greenhouses kind of full for a while. So, I mean, I'm kind of broke, but it's the way it's going to be for a while until we get ourselves rolling here. But more land just means more ways to make money. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here again in Selendra. But until then, have a good one.